Solar flares are basically magnetic storms on the surface of the sun. And it's not really that unusual that solar flares happen. They've been going on ever since about 5 billion years the sun's been burning. Solar flares have been happening. The sun goes through an 11-year, what we call sunspot cycle. So every 11 years, basically the magnetic field evolves inside the sun. And then after that 11th year, all the magnetic field lines break off and it reconnects. And it goes back to the start of that 11-year cycle. During that 11-year cycle, sunspots occur more and more frequently. Sunspots are actually cool places on the sun, but they represent locations where the magnetic field is coming out of the sun. And when that magnetic field pops out of the sun, it throws out charged particles like hydrogen nuclei and very, very energetically out into the solar system. And if you've ever seen like the Fantastic Four movie where they're up there and they get hit by the solar flare, those are the types of particles that flows out. And if you were in space with no shielding, it would be a problem. Fortunately for us, the Earth has a shield for this type of thing. It's called the Van-Allen radiation belts. And it's the Earth's magnetic field traps these charged particles in the radiation belts, basically protects us from these particles. And eventually those particles do enter the Earth's atmosphere, but it's usually around the poles. And when they enter the atmosphere, they hit the atmospheric particles, and the atmosphere glows. That's what northern lights are. So we wouldn't have northern lights if we didn't have these solar flares and charged particles. A lot of attention has been in the media about solar flares now because of the Mayan prediction, the ending of the Mayan calendar. The world's supposed to end in 2012. Absolutely no physical basis for that. It's not even a really strong solar maximum right this year. So it's just normal, but every time there's a solar flare, people get all excited. Oh, the Mayan prophecy is coming to pass. But it's not true.